old logging days 50 years ago. I think this is a 3rd generation forest, and every time I uproot things and I find piles of old logs the loggers didn't take away, if I take those old logs out, there's fungus and mushrooms growing off the old rotted humus. The logs are turning into humus, and there's piles of these logs made by humans, but now nature is taking those piles back over again and just slowly, over decades and decades and decades, turning it back into the soil. Look at this. This is the black soil full of worms and centipedes and beetles and more that's growing underneath all these piles of logs. And I'm gonna take some of this and see if today we can grow straight in this. Perfect. Okay, I was taught to do microgreens and sprouts by a Chinese Kung Fu grandmaster.
Okay.
And I've been doing it ever since. So in a situation like this where we don't have a garden here yet, except for our community garden, raised beds, and we want to grow our own salad greens, microgreens is what everybody should be doing.
Yeah.
Even if they have an apartment.
Yeah, I've never done it before, so I'm really excited. I've read a couple books about it and heard about it, so I'm really excited.
Well, this is my way of doing it, and then everybody else probably has their own little way of doing it. But folks out there watching will learn the Jake Mace way right now. Okay. So we got to have a box and some scrap cardboard. We don't want to spend too much money on microgreens, so we got these baskets from the local nursery when we got our tomato plants and herbs and stuff, and we just saved these baskets. We got 6 of them, so we're gonna grow 6 trays of microgreens. I got that bucket full of black humus from the forest floor, so the soil was free because we got the fresh natural worm castings grown by Mother Nature. This knife, there you go. And you can start cutting this up, and let's line the bottom of these baskets. spread the soil out just evenly and fill these guys up. If you see any big like chunks of sticks or rocks, just take those out. Got a bunch of sunflower seeds here, and I'd recommend going to like an organic store that you have in your area and getting a bunch of organic sunflower seeds. Not roasted, not salted, not cooked, but raw sunflower seeds with the shell on. Just sprinkle them and spread them out evenly. I went to Baker Creek Seed Company, rareseeds.com, and I got some of these salad green mixes. You can pretty much get any microgreens or salad greens or lettuce or chard or beet, any kind of edible, delicious salad green mix. I'm going to combine these together, and these are going to be my microgreens. And make sure they're only about 1/4 of an inch underneath the soil. Okay, here's the microgreen mix. Maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 different kinds of lettuce greens. You can always add some beets and chard and even some like kale or broccoli if you want. Then I'm gonna just take these guys and sprinkle. I would say you don't want to coat the soil, but you also don't want to have huge gaps. So I'm going to just maybe sprinkle through like 2 times. Then once they're all spread out, I kind of just maybe pat them in. I might just kind of mess them up a little bit just to let them drop barely into the soil. The trick is don't cover them with too much soil. You want to just barely let them nestle themselves into the soil. Since these seeds are only so small, like 1 millimeter in size, we only want to put them about 1 millimeter beneath the soil. So possibly, I might just at the end come through with a little bit of just a dusting of soil, but that's it. Got the easy build structure. You guys saw me build here from scratch. I got the 6 trays of microgreens and sunflower seed greens, and we got some more cardboard. We want to keep these guys in the dark, so you can do this in a kitchen, in an apartment inside, because it does not need light to grow the microgreens. So we're gonna just take the cardboard and cover these guys up. That's it. I have no idea how long it's going to take these guys to sprout. I would say maybe anywhere from 1 week to 2 weeks, depending on the weather, because if it's hotter, they'll grow faster. If it's colder, they'll grow slower. I'm going to water these guys about once a day because it's very humid where I'm at. It's like Hawaii type humidity. You can even use a little spray bottle and just lift up the cardboard, spray the soil till it's nice and wet, and then put the cardboard back on top. Great for kids, because they'll learn how to plant seeds, and that way they can translate the skills they learn with microgreens into the full garden later. Great for adults who have never gardened before because they'll learn how to grow themselves. And if you guys subscribe to my channel here, I will check back with you in a couple weeks and I'll show you the progress and how tall they've grown. So like arms and hands. Like little arms, look at that, coming out of it.
Like a monster.
Yeah. That little arms and hands like it's reaching for something. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Say something.
Hello, welcome back to another mail
Time segment.
time. You need a cool jingle.
What's been super cool about living off grid and building the yurt is that we've been putting the P.O. box down in the description of our videos, and you guys have been sending us incredible gifts. So let's get to today's mail time. What was in our post office box this week?
A bunch of goodies.
First, we have this lovely envelope. Why don't you do the honors here?
Ooh, shirts. Our boat.
How are you liking the Stryker boat?
Oh my god, it's the best boat in the world.
Like seriously, sips gasoline.
Yeah.
Like we go to town and back, which is about a 30-minute boat ride each way. And we go at maximum speed for the Tohatsu engine, and we probably use like a gallon or two of gas.
Yeah, it's been a lifesaver, honestly.
You guys should follow Stryker on Instagram. They got a great Instagram page. Check them out, really good British Columbian company. What should we do with these shirts?
I'm not too sure. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Nice. Ooh, that looks good on you.
what did you say?
It looks like you're going to a softball game.
I'm ready for it, I'm ready for it. I used to play a lot of baseball.
What else did we get? So this next one I'm really, really excited about. We actually didn't get this in the mail. We got this from a local from the town that's closest to us. So hi, locals.
This person was so sweet and so nice. What did they bring us here?
Kombucha SCOBY. Yeah, so we can make kombucha.
If you guys are watching, you've never drank kombucha, it's tea that has been fermented. And basically the process is you take any kind of tea and you boil it like you would normally, and then you add some sugar, and you add this little culture called a SCOBY.
Yeah.
And then after, you know, a week or two, or less or more, you have fermented carbonated tea, which has incredible health benefits. And she had her own SCOBY.
Yeah, it's great for the gut. But yeah, we've been wanting one for so long, and she just happened to bring it up and said, oh, I'll bring one in for you guys. And she did. And this jar is also really cool too.
Yeah.
So really excited to make some videos for you guys of how to make kombucha. Like, we're really jacked. So, and now we have a home to do it in. So.
Okay, this one I'm super excited about because another local brought us like a housewarming gift, I guess you could say.
Yeah, sunchokes.
AKA Jerusalem artichokes.
Yeah.
Now we have Vancouver Island sunchokes from our friends, and 3.
Whoa.
Look at that one.
That one's purple.
Yeah.
It's so purple.
3 different varieties. This one is called Violette de Renée.
Ooh, that sounds so fancy. And they're so good for
Wow,
you too.
look at that one.
That's so cool.
They're already kind of growing little roots and eyes.
Yeah, we need to plant these ASAP.
And this box I'm really excited about. This came from Steve Rogers, who, if you guys have tuned into any of our premieres, you see Steve really being active in the chat. So thanks for being everybody that we've been talking to in the chat. Thank you very much. And Steve sent this box. I think it is plants and things of that sort. Okay, so Steve says, hey Jake and Nicole, my girlfriend and I have loved your videos for years. It's awesome watching the next chapters of your lives. Hopefully this gets to you in one piece. Included are kiwi berries, male and female, Utah sweet pomegranate, Desert King fig, the legal amount of cannabis seeds, because cannabis, marijuana is legal now in Canada. So this little box has several varieties of cannabis seeds that every Canadian can grow 4 plants of marijuana each. And we would love to grow this plant and show you some of the ways that we're going to be using it here in Canada. So what are some of the varieties' names? They look almost like coriander seeds, and each variety is very different. These are mold resistant and should finish late September, early October, except Deep Chunk. That's a pure indica. Keep up the great work. You two are truly inspirational. Cheers, Steve and Anita. Thank you so much, Steve and Anita.
Thank you.
This is really thoughtful. Steve did like a banging packing job. And every variety that he talked about on the sheet is in its own little Ziploc bag with soil.
That's really cool.
So that's the fig.
Wow. Can we grow fig here?
Yeah, because it's deciduous. It loses its leaves.
Fig. Figs are my favorite.
And here's Utah sweet pomegranate, which is also deciduous, and it's already getting its little leaves.
Aw, this is such epic packing job. I love it.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
So here's the male hardy kiwi berry. And here's the female kiwi berry. And like, I don't know how Steve knew that I have literally been chomping at the bit for like a decade to trellis and vine and grow my own kiwi.
Yeah. This is an amazing gift, so thank you so much, and we cannot wait to start planting these and watching them grow. Like,
if you guys want to be included in our mail time segment, the P.O. box to send us something is down below. Hey guys, as you guys know, our property is boat access only here on Vancouver Island, BC, and this Stryker boat is our companion, it's our friend, it's our link. It takes us back and forth to civilization. It just sips gasoline, about 20-30 minute ride each way on the ocean, and I'm talking probably 2 gallons of gas per trip. We're gonna add an accessory to it today. Inside this box, we've got these wheels. We got 2 of these guys. We're gonna bolt into the transom in the back, and that way we can pretty much roll up on any shore, any beach, grab the front and just wheel it right up there. Check out the video down below where I put it together, and let's get started. Oh yeah, beautiful. All right, I'm going out to take it for a test drive. Let's find a beautiful beach together. Let's go. I'm alone. I don't have a partner, and the boat may have too much weight for me, who knows. This is about the smoothest shore I can find here off the coast. The ocean is all out there. High tide is coming in. I can just lift the tow and push it up there a few feet. You could just easily take your rope out tight to something and you're on the ground. The wheels are definitely on the earth. But if I feel underneath here, no part of the boat is touching the ground. That's all floating. It's above the rock here. And it's above, I would say about this far above the ocean floor. So that makes me feel a lot more relaxed because it's fun to go up to a dock and tie yourself up, but it's really fun to just go to raw parts of the ocean and parts of the forest where you can explore new areas as long as I'm not protected or something. So these wheels are going to be a godsend for me because I can now have the freedom to take the Stryker boat anywhere. I don't think I would necessarily walk away from it at this point. I would definitely take a rope out and tie it to a tree or something. But that's not going anywhere for the time being until the tide comes in and pushes it somewhere else. But right now I'm good to go. Just going to push it back out there. Beautiful. Okay, how's the barnacle situation and algae situation on our boat?
Clean.
Nice job, thank you. Honestly, you don't need a step-by-step for the bimini top. You just need to see how it is configured, so.
Yeah, or if you have like a picture to look at, that also helps. Just to give you an idea of what it should look like. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty easy. The straps, because if you don't have the straps, this thing will just collapse. So the strap, there's some on the front and the back. So it's just pulling against each other to keep this up. So it's like nice and tight. So it's not going anywhere.
Let's go take it for a spin.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. Tide's going up. Inside the yurt, it's nighttime. It's like 10 p.m. It's raining for the first time since we've had it up. Yes, I'm missing this temporarily just for the time being. So do you like this or the beard? Tell me in the comments. Got these two lights up here. These are LED lights, so very energy efficient. And we got them controlled by a switch. And down below, you'll see how we have them hooked up to a 12-volt battery, like a car battery. And that's the controller that the lights are plugged into. And this battery every day is being charged by the 4 solar panels that are outside. And it's kind of cool because the light, just those 2 lights, kind of light up the whole yurt. It's our first time ever seeing the yurt in the rain. So Nicole and I are walking around looking for leaks. I'm hearing lots of strange water droplets, but I think it's just water dropping off the edge of the yurt at different levels. So I think that. Did you find any leaks or anything?
No, I think we're all sealed up.
Trying to make you clear here. It's hard to focus at night. Okay, pretty amazing. No leaks because the entire roof is made of one solid piece called the top cover, and there's no leaks in the dome at all. Everything's sealed up, and I mean, it's really nice. It's really pleasant actually in here with this sacred geometry, and here in the rain and the frogs. Last night we heard deer or elk or something, or Sasquatch making some yells out in the forest.
What are you doing, Jake?
I'm just playing with solar panels. Not really, but Nicole's dad was really nice enough to gift us a 100-watt solar panel system made up of 4 panels right here. I'll show you. So Nicole's dad got us this before we left, and he got us like a kit. So it's 4 panels together. They make 100 watts. It goes from the panels inside of this controller right here, and this controller is kind of like, it kind of like juggles all the power. So what it does is it takes the power from the solar panels and it fills up the battery. So this just normal 12-volt battery, it's telling me it's at 12.5 volts right now, but it's got to get higher. So I'm just practicing. This is kind of like solar panel, solar power apprenticeship before I go out and purchase and hook up the real deal solar system, which I'm gonna have to clear some trees for. That's gonna power our whole life. So we have some LED lights and stuff that can connect to this controller. So at night, we can bring this battery, disconnect it from the solar panels, bring it into the yurt and use it to run computer charger and lights, because I have another little tool called an inverter, which takes the power from the battery and makes it so we can plug in our computers and our phones too. I'll show you guys inside tonight. So then I got myself 2 of these Renogy panels. And I think these guys are 100 watts each. And so these guys are smaller, only half size. And I am now trying to, so what I just showed you was a kit all kind of done for you. So the kit is like elementary school. This is like middle school, where now I got these panels myself. I bought this controller for them, and I bought all this wiring, and I have this extra battery here. So I'm trying to do a 200-watt system myself, and if I can successfully do that, then I feel I have the right to go to high school, which is going to be buying a bunch of 300-watt panels and hopefully at least 1 electric car lithium-ion battery to store the power, and then in addition to that, get 2 different 700-watt wind turbines and see if we can generate all the electric we need here off-grid without connecting to the grid. Hence the name, living off-grid.